Yes, sir. You already know what it is. Coming back. They told me really to stop that intro. They said I need to get more into like the I guess serious. This is more, you think this is a serious show, or you guys think this is like more laid I think this is more laid back. So maybe we'll go laid back. So let me hit the yes sir. Doesn't that sound mature and more laid back, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's this is your host, Ryan Aubrey, coming to you live on the ones and twos. This actually isn't live, but you know, who cares, right? Who cares? If you're listening for the first time, doesn't it feel live? Doesn't it have that live appeal? This series, if you're tuning in now, then this series is well for you, interested viewer or listener. This is the Loki audio commentary series, exclusively streaming on the Polaris Network, and even more exclusively streaming on the Polaris Network's Patreon channel. So if you're here, thank you for the support. We appreciate you. We will be doing this every single week after the episode. So go check out the episode. We'll give you a little bit of time to, you know what I mean, coalesce. I know it's a Wednesday drop, so give you a little time for the weekend. But by Sunday, you should definitely have it together. This is a spoiler show. It is all opinions. I mean, we're going to say facts, but it's all opinions. But all opinions, definite facts, you know, the full 9 yards. And so I have a couple guests here today. Do y'all want me to introduce y'all? Do y'all want to be introduced?
You can do it.
Okay. Coming live from live from New York. That's what I sound like. We have the lovely Miss Stephanie Rosas coming from the west side, the best side.
Yep.
And then over on the east, we have the Lucius Burton. I was gonna say the third. Do I say the third?
Yeah, it's the third.
Okay, the third. Okay. I didn't know. You know, some people are like, give me the third and say the third. Some people are like, nah, just keep it Lucius Burton. I like to keep it ambiguous. So, okay. And we're here today to obviously talk about the great show Loki by Marvel Studios. Now, everyone knows I'm the biggest Marvel fan, like super fan. Now, not like geek level fan. I had to clarify this earlier in the week for Stephanie. No, I'm not a geek. I'm not a geek nerd level like comic. Oh my gosh, like, you know, like I'm not on that level. I've read the comics. I've seen the clips. I am subscribed to a couple of the YouTube channels. I would say their names, but we don't get free pub on this audio commentary. But yeah. What do you guys think about that first episode?
Stephanie, you can go first.
I thought it was a really good start. Definitely took you on an emotional roller coaster. Both as an audience member and like watching Loki going through it too, like on the screen. Yeah, I thought it was really good. It was a really good start.
You don't feel like it was too predictable?
No. You did?
I mean, when he went in that room,
I didn't predict anything.
Yeah, me neither.
Really? Like when he walked in the room and he was like in there and they was like showing his life, I was like, oh, they're about to do the like classic villain flip. Here's his he's about to go back in there and sneak in and watch his life and get emotional and be like, I gotta change. That didn't feel so rushed to you guys? Like the writers were just like, how are we gonna make him understand what happened if he's technically not the Loki that died?
It does. Okay, when you put it like that, yes, it does seem a little rushed, but I feel like they did that on purpose. Like they know what they're doing. Like there's gonna be a long, like a whole nother character arc for him within the series because they only have 6 episodes.
Yes.
Because remember they started off really slow with WandaVision because it took me a while to get into that one. And they just threw you in.
They did. So
and
I appreciate that. I actually appreciate the faster, pacing, because WandaVision was actually like really slow. Like that like were you guys confused when you first started WandaVision? Like that was like weird to me. Like I was like, what's going on? I mean, it made sense by the
I
end.
actually liked the black and white. Like that was entertaining for me. I don't know why, but I didn't find it slow at all. That was a show. I don't know why, but that was like the only show I was excited for out of the three. But when I saw it, it was just like I paid attention to all the Easter eggs, all the little details and stuff, and like I began to assume things, but clearly I was clearly wrong because Marvel likes to like nothing's predictable. That's why I was like, I don't think Loki was predictable.
Do you think the Quicksilver switch out was worth it in WandaVision?
No.
No payoff value?
No. Or even when they were like when all the theories were saying that it's Mephisto and all that, like that fell through too.
Ooh, you sound real geeky with the Mephisto.
I was all talking crap to you.
No, I mean, at this point, we know that I think Marvel Studios is so big that when it comes to their shows, it's like, I don't know if like they can ever put out anything without anticipation running so far over that it's like, wow. Because imagine being a writer on the show and you're like, wow, they are going to be very disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't we think of that? So I'm like, do you think that they figured it out with Loki, or do you feel? Because I think some people were disappointed with Falcon and Winter Soldier too because of that.
Really?
I mean, that whole power broker playoff, like it didn't really pay off to me.
So this is the research I've been doing and things I've like noticed. So when I heard them talking about like all the Disney Plus series shows coming out and all the future movies, that these shows are like part of the MCU. They're just in shows because they're not making movies out of them. So like WandaVision leads straight to Doctor Strange with and then Spider-Man and then Captain America or the Falcon and Winter Soldier. That so like it kind of leads to like what Captain America 4 now.
Actually,
That's
it leads
coming
to
out.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Really?
It leads to Spider-Man Far From Home. They cut out Sam Wilson's Captain America in order to like preserve that visual for obviously the effect that we saw it in Falcon and Winter Soldier. But I think it was episode 5 when he put on the suit for the first time, or was it 6?
6 was when he had the suit on.
They like it's a weird timeline right now, and I think that's why they said that what is they called, the Phase 4 was going to be so short because everything, and I like that though. I mean, I appreciate the continuity through the multiverse. Like I like that. Like how it's like, okay, this leads to this and this leads to this. I just feel like Phase 4 to me feels like, and you guys are gonna make me go all the way back, but you guys remember Walking Dead?
Yeah.
You remember that one season where it was like the Terminus season, and it was like they were all like at different places, but it was like every other episode would be like with the person you were following, and
yeah,
the episode that doesn't it feel like that's what they're doing with this? Like it's like a bunch of different perspectives.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't follow The Walking Dead.
Oh Lord! Now,
But
season 5 and on, I think. What was the season with what's his name? The guy that had the bat that he called Lucy.
Oh, Negan.
Negan. What was it? And I read those comics too, and I was
think
just so
was
disappointed.
Like 4 or 5. I want to say there's been so many. Oh my god.
That's when I gave up the show.
I stopped at a certain point, but I did see that season.
It watching me. I turned it on like after the season was over just to like see if I could catch up because I was such a fan before, and I turned it on and I literally walked away and I walked back and
they
fell
lost
asleep.
me.
And then the Walking Dead, that was just.
It's been so long though. Like I don't. If I have to watch it again, I have to start all over. And I don't
same.
Yeah, I'm lost. Like when the fact that like even Rick Grimes left, like how do you lose Rick Grimes? Like
how do you lose the main character?
like how does the show go on after that?
Oh, the main character's gone.
Oh yeah, he's out of there. He left.
Spoiler
he left
alert.
with us. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's why I said this is a spoiler cast. Like expect the spoilers. You know what I mean? Spoiler warning.
But
so, what do you guys feel about Loki? Like what is your anticipation that it's leading to? Because he's gonna link up with Thor. Like, can we all agree he's linking back up
Yeah.
with Thor, and
Well,
it's
Yeah.
gonna be
yeah,
emotional for
that's
both?
it's probably gonna how they're gonna end it or something. But he's gonna go
Mm.
through it with this whole new mission.
So
What do you guys think?
I
Go
made a
for it.
thought. I'm sorry. Oh, so real quick, so I like made a thought. Like I didn't see the show, like the episode, and then I was like, I was thinking about like the trailers and stuff that I would see, and pretty much I was thinking like the only stone. So like after Endgame, when Cap returned all the stones and stuff, I was like the only stone we have in our time right now is the Space Stone. And then I was like, so like that's only one out of the six. So I was trying to figure out what they're gonna do with it. And then when I saw all of them in the episode or whatever, which I don't think those are real. I, I don't know what's happening because they can't touch them, right? Bare hands.
There's no magic in the
Yeah,
There's really.
yeah, that's what he said. That's why Loki can't use his powers because we said the same thing when they
Oh,
grabbed the Tesseract and he was like, yeah, they were like your hands are supposed to be burning right now, and but then yeah,
oh,
yeah, no magic there.
I thought it was just for Loki's like powers.
Mm-mm. It literally like no one can do anything magical, and that's the thing.
Mhm.
What level of magic must be in place? That's all I was literally about to ask you guys. Like, what is your thoughts about the whole time variance and timekeeper storyline? Because I don't know about that. I've actually never heard about that in the comics.
Yeah, I haven't either. But wait, what did they say their mission was? So like they protect time
They
from
main
like
they maintain the integrity of the timeline.
so like if somebody was supposed to be dead, they're supposed to be dead rather than
Yeah,
alive, and they fix
yeah,
it. So
exactly.
what does Doctor Strange do? Protect
Earth's he's the scientist. No, he's not the scientist supreme. Jesus.
Sorcerer
Check out Modoc. Modoc is a great show, by the way, on Hulu. But I didn't think it would be. That's a Marvel TV production, not a Marvel Studios production. It's crazy. But Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme. So remember the ancient one was the Sorcerer Supreme, then Doctor Strange kind of took over. Even though I think that we never really got like an official in the comics he is, but we never got an official mention of Doctor Strange and like what, because think about it, we've never actually seen Doctor Strange 2. Like it was like what 10 12 years
Mm-hmm.
between sequels, like, so there's no clear cut definition of what Doctor Strange outside of the little appearances we've seen him in, like Thor Ragnarok and of
Oh
course
yeah.
the Avengers.
And then
we,
his
we
origin.
haven't seen him, we don't know what he's done, but there's still a lot more to his story that I'm guessing we're gonna get in the multiverse film. Obviously, like you said, WandaVision is setting up Doctor Strange as well as Spider-Man, but specifically Doctor Strange because
Mm-hmm.
that whole Agatha, by the way, that Agatha song was fire.
Oh my god, that's my mom's text message ringtone. So I hear it all the time, every day.
That song's good.
And my baby sister will repeat the song.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She does the laugh and everything. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to try to record her next time.
Oh yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta get that on the show. But Agatha, when she mentions that, like, oh yeah, you're the Scarlet Witch, you're deeper, or I guess more closely rooted in dark magic and just magic in general than the Sorcerer Supreme. And so like that was the first time we've actually heard a mention of that,
Oh, that's true.
since Doctor Strange. So it's like,
Oh, I rewatched Doctor Strange, and the book that Agatha had in WandaVision. I noticed the book in Doctor Strange that was missing. I went back to watch it, and I didn't see that one in one of the dark like areas of the library when him and Wong were talking.
you were eagle-eyed. There was no way I was looking that deeply into the books. You're eagle-eyed. That's appreciative.
That because they showed that book, and I was like, hang on, that's one of Doctor. But like, I don't understand how they got it. Like that's like.
So that's where it gets weird, right? Because on the Marvel TV side, which we all know is like now been phased out of the like continuity, it's considered like multiverse. Um, but the Marvel TV side, like on the Agents of Shield show, they had that, like the little Darkhold book, they had that. Like they mentioned it, they went into it, they had a whole season about it. So they're kind of like rewriting that storyline with the now Mephisto and the darker side of, I guess the magical side really of the MCU.
Also, is that Mephisto in the glass and Loki the glass?
Mm,
The devil in the glass that they were talking about.
Oh.
I don't know. It's really hard to say. I mean, it could be because there's no magic, so I don't know how powerful Mephisto. We don't know MCU Mephisto ever, and that was in Nick Cage's Ghost Rider.
Oh Lord.
And that Mephisto, I think we all will agree was terrible.
I forgot that existed.
I was reminded today by Wesley, and I was like, wow, that is terrible. And I love Ghost Rider.
Really? Ghost
I
Rider's
love
not-
Ghost Rider.
It's not good.
No, not the movie, the comic. I like.
Okay.
They're gonna go with a female Ghost Rider for the MCU.
Really? I thought they were talking about. Oh well, no, that's the directing.
They've done Ghost Rider for technically in the quote unquote MCU or the discontinued MCU on the TV side as well, but they're gonna go with the female Ghost Rider for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Smarter move, and it's more interesting, I think, especially since they went with like Blade, and they're bringing Blade back, and they're bringing like a Moon Knight. You know, I think it makes sense that they do that. I'm interested to see how that show comes together too. But I don't know what they're gonna do with Loki. I don't know what Loki's setting up anymore. Like, is it a cosmic? Because you know how they have like the cosmic, like in Phase 3, they were like some of these movies are cosmic and some of these movies are street level.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, so Spider-Man is multiverse.
Well, since he's in the time variant authority place, do you think he may be helping set up for the Doctor Strange 2, like the multiverse?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's setting up for the Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's another. Yeah, maybe.
I don't understand. I've never read up on this. How do y'all feel about Owen Wilson? Random question.
That was a random choice, but he actually did good. Yeah.
I kind of like him with Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad he's kind of joined the Marvel.
Yeah. Their chemistry was really good. Like Tom Hiddleston, he's seen stills a lot because that's just how amazing he is as Loki. But the scenes with Owen, like they bounced off of each other really well.
They did a great job. I think Owen is like this. Like, I mean, it was a couple characters. What was the office worker who had picked up the thing, the Tesseract? It was like, you almost cut me.
I forgot his name.
Oh, wait.
What's a fish?
Officer or the little shy guy?
Yeah. What's a fish?
Casey. You know why I remember his name?
Why?
I'm assuming you didn't catch this. He did a Scream reference. Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Because have you seen Scream? Have you guys seen Scream?
Scream
the film.
No.
I have seen Scream. I haven't seen it in a long time though.
Oh, I'm like a huge fan of Scream. So the opening scene, the girl's name is Casey, and the killer he threatens to gut her like a fish.
Oh, that's where I couldn't get that reference. I knew it was a reference to something, and I couldn't get it. I was like, "Come on, Marvel writers, y'all gotta hit me with something I know."
Yeah, that's what it was from. It was from Scream because the girl's name was Casey. That's how I remembered his name.
And I do remember that scene, the blonde-haired girl.
Yeah, because then
I'm gonna gut you like a fish.
Like,
yeah,
exactly.
Okay. I'm rolling. Lucius, this is before your time. You were still. Were you even around for Scream?
Probably not. I think it was like 1990.
No, I was born in 2001, and I.
Yeah, 94, 95. I want to say. Not one of the 96.
96. It was 96.
Yeah.
The original Scream. Yep. Because 2003 we looking at like Scary Movie 2 and stuff. Yep.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did you guys at least find the Jurassic Park reference or the inspiration?
In Loki?
Mm-hmm.
Break it down, fellow geek. Oh. Welcome to the geekdom.
Have you guys seen Jurassic Park?
Of course.
The original?
No. Of course. Classic.
Well, in Jurassic Park, when they first get to Jurassic Park, they show them this really old video that kind of breaks down DNA and like how the dinosaurs got
With the mosquitoes. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that animation they did that in Loki when they kind of break down the time place, like what they're doing and
I
the
knew that was
mission.
a reference as well. I was like, this looks familiar. This
Yeah,
animation. I couldn't quite figure out where it was from. Huh.
yeah. If you look it up, Lucius, just the DNA cartoon, you'll see the exact like what they got that inspiration from.
You definitely have
Mm.
to go watch Jurassic Park though.
Yeah, that's a good one.
1 through 3.
Agree.
Maybe not World. I feel like Jurassic World 2 or whatever
It's
the Fallen
terrible.
Kingdom.
Terrible.
The second, but the second one was it should have been the first one. I feel like they like didn't know what they were doing with the first one. Like it was an
Yeah.
intriguing plot, but the third act and the second act were terrible. And I think that the third act and the second act of the sequel would have been better if they would have took the first act and the second act and third and like made that one long movie. I would have appreciated it more
Yeah.
than wherever they're going now. Because I mean, it's intriguing, but it's like so many people were only intrigued in 2015, and now we're not because I saw it as a whim way after the fact. They didn't even release it in the U.S. Until like after. Anytime they do that with a movie, they want to make enough money so people don't call it a bomb and don't go see it. So, but I don't know what Loki's setting up. I don't
And
know what's going on with Loki. I'm confused now. That is confusing to me.
but you said it was predictable. Now you don't know where it's going.
Okay.
Like they're tricking you now.
We're
They
not
got
gonna
you
say
where they want you.
I'm not contradicting myself. I'm just saying that I knew at that scene, like I knew when he walked in the room and showed him his life, I was like, please don't tell me he's about to show. I thought he was going to show him that there, like his full life in the future. I was surprised that he like actually showed him and stopped and then he got away and did that. That kind of seemed like they did a little runaround just to
Yeah.
kind of show us more what was going on. But and then I guess the dynamics. But I really thought that that scene was predictable. However, I have no idea where this show is taking us. Like I was actually very surprised at the fact that he was the villain.
Well, for me, so like I never really been a fan of Loki. Like I didn't really care for him. I was like, he's unnecessary. He keeps doing the same things. How is he the best villain? And then I still felt that way. And then once I watched the first episode and started seeing him like, what's his name? Tom? No, not the other dude.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah, when they were talking, whatever, and he's like, "Do you like killing people? Do you like this? Do you like that?" He's like, "It seems like you do," and he starts showing all the future moments and stuff, but we already know. So like when I watched Thor and the mom died, I was like, "Oh, the mom died." But then when I watched Loki and Loki sent that dude to pretty much go kill Thor, but accidentally killed his mom, so he was to blame. And I was like, "Oh snap!" Like he actually causes so much pain and damage. And I was like, this guy is actually I don't know. I felt like his character came out, and now I kind of enjoy him. Like I don't mind seeing him on the screen.
What?
If that makes sense.
I mean, you didn't see Ragnarok?
No, I saw it, and I still didn't like him because he was just there.
What about the sacrifice that he had in Endgame or Infinity War?
I was excited.
Oh my gosh! I thought he was gonna survive that somehow.
And then he came right back, and I was like, "Can he stay dead?" I was like, "I'm sick of him coming back."
The crazy thing about that scene and where he like showed him his life, the scenes they just selected, I felt like it was like they weren't good enough scenes to be emotional. I mean, yeah, of course his mom dying, but I was like they skipped over a lot of the story.
Yeah, they did.
Like I was like, who selected this? Like who made this highlight reel? Fired them. Fire Casey.
There was like the I don't know if this is like called symbolism, but like when they were like talking about like how what he does makes people more successful. So like the Avengers ended up winning their first like together battle or whatever. When they showed the scene of like the Avengers all teaming up, whatever, Loki was sitting on the ground as if he lost. It's like they were like saying like it were moments of him, just like symbolism moments, I guess you call it. I don't know.
It was like a cause and effect a little bit. Like
Yeah.
he was the catalyst several times actually. So, I mean, technically, like once he did that, like it allowed the Avengers to exist and then Shield to exist publicly, and then it led to Ultron because they were so afraid of. Remember the whole Tony Stark PTSD? That's actually in the comics. Nerd moment. That's actually in the comics. Like the whole Tony Stark like PTSD run of him, like it was actually they used alcohol in the comics, but of course MCU Disney they wanted to like water it down a little bit. But I think that now they're gonna start setting up that Iron Man run. How do you guys feel about that? There was a Skrull Easter egg in there as well. How do you guys feel about that?
An Iron what?
No. I'm just saying like Iron Man in general. Like
Oh.
they're like with the new Iron War show. That's actually a comic featuring Iron Man and War Machine. I think War Machine is gonna become the new Iron Man. But how do you guys feel about the Skrull Easter egg that you saw in Loki? Or did you guys miss that?
I missed it.
I'm trying to think.
I know.
Dang, were they blending in? Am I a Skrull? How did I notice that? The Skrulls, I think that honestly would make Falcon and Winter Soldier way better. I think that's where they're going. Like the whole like idea of Sharon Carter being like evil. I didn't like that. I don't know why I was disappointed in her. Like I was disappointed in the writers for writing that. I was disappointed in them for making it so obvious. And I was so like when I read the articles, like, oh yeah, Sharon Carter is clearly the power broker. I was like, please don't make it that predictable. Like, please give us something. Like, say like almost. I would even be way more open to the idea of them being like, yeah, you're not gonna find out this season. Because I'm like, I don't know where they're going with half of this stuff. There's still so much that's confusing to me. Like, I feel like what's up with Vision and Wanda? Like, are they not together anymore? Like,
that I might understand, but like Marvel's better than me, because I feel like when the White Vision or whatever. So right now the White Vision is the real Vision. He like pretty much transferred his like Genesis DNA stuff all over to the other person, because the real Vision was pretty much fake. So now that the White Vision's gone, he realizes he missed. Well, like I don't know how he learned everything in that 5 seconds. He just disappeared and now he's just gone. But
I think he went back to Wakanda. Like the place where he died. Because where else would he go so intently? And he wasn't with Wanda when we see her. So, where else would he go? I don't know when's the next time we're going to see him, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't know where, if he's not with Wanda, and they said WandaVision isn't happening anymore, or season 2, and so there's no season 2 WandaVision. Vision is, or Paul Bettany, had announced, his Marvel contract is up unless they sign a new one. And so it's like, where does he go from here, realistically? I mean, there's a lot more Vision in the comics, but, where does he really go from here?
Yeah, I can't think at all.
Maybe
the Marvels. I don't know.
Maybe, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I think that's gonna be more so connected to the Secret War show with the Skrull. I think the Skrulls are gonna secretly be in everything until that show, and that's what I think the Agent Carter, Sharon Carter payoff is. I think that she's a Skrull, and we're gonna find that out this whole time. We're gonna be like, oh, that's why she was being evil. Okay, we can forgive her now, kinda, sorta, maybe not the writers. Because people hated Iron Man 3 until all of the MCU movies, Guardians of the Galaxy and all that start coming out, and people were like, okay, we actually appreciate this style, so we appreciate Iron Man 3 for introducing comedy to the otherwise serious MCU movies prior to it.
Did you guys like Iron Man 3?
I did. I mean, the payoff of the Mandarin was problematic.
Yeah, that is true. I'm gonna have to rewatch it though, because I know Shang-Chi has a lot to do with that.
I don't know to what
That's
extent it's gonna connect to it though. I think that they're creating their own new story with it. I think the Eternals is at probably the most like ambiguous.
Well, like in Iron Man 3, they had like the 10 rings, they had all those terrorists and stuff, and they've been talking about it for a while, and then we just like it just disappeared. So like I don't know.
Did you guys catch that Iron Fist reference in the trailer?
I didn't.
And the Turtles?
No, in Shang-Chi.
No, I didn't catch anything.
What? Y'all just turned me into a geek today. I see. So it's like this like Iron Fist like run where it's like Iron Fist is like in the comics, they go back and they're like, oh yeah, there was like an Iron Fist like from way before, and all Iron Fist like died this age at like 33, and like this was the original Iron Fist, and she was like this woman, kind of like Mulan, but like obviously like more powerful than Mulan. And yeah, like way Iron Fist that they are gladly getting rid of. Oh my gosh. I would like to see the Punisher brought back though. Maybe like not with that storyline, but like, give us give us Daredevil.
Oh my god, I love Daredevil.
And give us Wilson Fisk, Daredevil, Punisher, and I think it's gonna be a toss up. Jessica Jones or Luke Cage. Who are you taking to the MCU?
Oh.
I'll say Luke Cage.
And I simply just mean like not recasting. Like who are you keeping in their role but giving them a new reboot? Or bringing over through a multiverse, or it's options now.
Luke Cage, yeah, I'll go with him too.
Really? You guys didn't like Jessica Jones?
I love Jessica Jones, but that was a hard pick. I like them both. Like, it took me a minute to answer because I kept going back and forth.
I really loved that first season of Jessica Jones, even though it started off slow. Like, Kilgrave was amazing. I didn't like the Patsy storyline as it progressed, though. Like, that was weird to me.
And then the Luke Cage series?
That was terrible. Luke Cage had so much promise.
I love that series.
It had so much promise, but it was like, especially, did you see how they ended it? One, the whole Cottonmouth thing, that was just terrible. That was a weird kind of red herring thing they were trying to do. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. But then, like, the whole Diamondback thing, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. That was just me. I thought, and maybe it was because I thought Luke Cage could be so much more, but I didn't like it at all.
Wait, were you into Iron Fist?
The comics or the show?
The show.
I had Iron Fist after punching the wall after watching that show. That show is so terrible.
It was so bad. Like, oh my god. That's the one I don't like.
Season 2 is a little bit better than season 1, but it's still remarkably garbage.
Yeah, the first season was so hard to get through. I had to like force myself to watch it.
Oh yeah, no, that was a hard one. And I mean that's with 13 episodes of like binge worthy content technically. Like you can binge that and you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't.
I didn't mind Cloak and Dagger.
I didn't see that.
Cloak and Dagger?
It wasn't that bad. Really, the only ones I saw was Luke Cage and Jessica. I didn't really care for Punisher and everyone else.
What? Punisher is so amazing.
Punisher was really good.
I think that Daredevil season 2 built up the Punisher. I hated the whole hand thing. I hope they get rid of that. I hate that concept. Like they really didn't do a good job with the hand, and the Defenders is terrible. But
oh yeah, agreed.
Like that whole the start of season 2 when they had like the Punisher, they introduced us to Frank Castle and he was like going crazy. Like it was like he literally could not miss a shot. I think they lost a little bit of that when they picked up the full version of the show.
Yeah.
Like he didn't know, like he seemed like a lot more human. He was missing shots and he just seemed like, a regular dude who just was upset.
Was just angry.
Yeah, like a very angry dude, a very angry Italian New Yorker. But I think that if they bring him into the MCU, they'll do a good job. I've heard rumors and rumblings that he might be coming in Armor Wars with the new Iron Man.
I would not be opposed to that.
Oh, more Frank Castle?
Mm-hmm.
Really, just Frank Castle in general in the MCU? We're already gonna get Deadpool. How do you guys feel?
Yep.
I don't like Deadpool.
Oh my
I love
god,
Deadpool.
Jesus.
I like Deadpool.
The first one was not funny to me at all. I didn't really care.
You like the second one more than the first one?
No,
What?
I did not say that.
See, that's
the second one. I don't think I finished it. I only saw half because I don't care.
really, that's like literally my sense of humor, like his sarcastic, dark humor. That's why I like him so much.
I just like Ryan Reynolds and things. I'm just a fan.
Okay,
And no,
don't
it's
say
not.
that because Green Lantern was horrible. Even
Green
Ryan Reynolds
Lantern
says
was
it.
pretty bad. It was pretty bad. He made it enjoyable, but it was still terribly trash. I can give you that. It was bad. I mean, but he makes fun of it in Deadpool. Like
exactly.
with Deadpool, it's
He made up
like he
for
has
it.
so many possibilities. Now, Deadpool 2, he had way too much freedom with the writing, and
Yeah, he
that's
did.
why that was trash. Like, respectively trash, of course. Like, it was okay. It was okay. Nothing could touch Logan to me. I just don't see a superhero movie being anything better than Logan, especially an R-rated movie. But I think Logan was immaculate. There was like no point to X-Men anymore. Like I didn't want to see anything X-Men anymore.
Oh,
I didn't think Logan was gonna be good at all because I was like, what are they doing with this whole like country and it does? I'm like, this looks just like a talking movie. And when I saw it, I was like impacted like hard.
It's a run in the comics, the old man Logan run, and so like they were like interpolating that on the screen, and it worked. Like and they did Wolverine terribly over at Fox. Like they really used him as a prop in movies to sell toys and action figures and video games and like merchandise. Like, did we ever truly get what we wanted from any of the I guess the previous two movies that are Wolverine or any of the X-Men movies? If you really think about it, like those movies are pretty terrible, and we're not going to talk about the Fantastic Four.
Oh God, no.
Some of those other non-Marvel Studios Marvel movies are pretty terrible.
They just need to leave the Fantastic Four alone.
TASM. Remember the Amazing Spider-Man?
That was, okay. Wait, what's your opinion on that?
I know you're about to say that you love it because you apparently just like hate everything and it's okay. No, seriously, it's okay. Like I remember when I was younger, I used to have like bad opinions about things too.
I like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh! What?
Okay, they tie. Like Andrew Garfield is a good Spider-Man. Like, and the suit in the Amazing Spider-Man is so much better. Like I like the realistic look rather than just CGI, and the swinging and like I don't know. I felt like the new Spider-Man movies are way better because they're actually like that's like Spider-Man, but like Andrew Garfield was like a good Spider-Man. He shouldn't have been cut off.
See, you were too young for like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
I hate that. I don't like him at all.
What?
He was like
the iconic
40. He was like 40.
Scene? He was very old playing Spider-Man. He was a remarkably old Spider-Man. But to be fair, I mean, Spider-Man was like in high school in the comics for like 33 years. So
that's fine. Keep it that way. It seemed like Tobey Maguire was literally like in college working his butt off and being Spider-Man and proposing and all this. I'm like, I don't like any of it.
No, it was just, I mean, looking back at it, it just doesn't age well. But Spider-Man 2 is probably like a classic. Dr. Ock? And you know they're going to bring Dr. Ock back. Apparently he got cast in...
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Same actor.
He spilled the beans on that one.
What's your favorite Spider-Man movie? Out of
I'll let
all of them.
Stephanie. Yeah, I'll let Stephanie go because I gotta sit on this one.
Spider-Man movie. Does it matter which Spider-Man?
Like out of all three different actors, like which out of all the Spider-Mans?
I really like all the two Tom Holland ones, to be honest. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with Steph on this one. I actually really enjoyed Tom Holland's
I
Spider-Man.
can watch them over and over again and still be entertained, just the same.
Literally, like I feel like when I see Tom Holland as Spider-Man, I'm like, that's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Especially with how they like, because in the comics, Spider-Man always used to talk to himself, right? And it was weird. Like that would be weird to do like on live action. And so like with Tobey Maguire, he never really got to do that because obviously people would be like, why is he just talking to himself? Like that's crazy. Like with Venom, they have that, right? Like Venom is like they made like two voices so they could talk back and forth to each other. But with and with Tasm is just not comic book accurate at all. Like that's just, I don't know what they were doing with that. I know what you're talking about though, like why people will be appealed because it's like more young adult. Tasm's like the Amazing Spider-Man movies, the two movies, they feel like a live action anime. Like just dark.
Yeah.
A lot of action. Not a lot of like exposition or explanations, but I think that Tom Holland is like a more, I guess, really just a Spider-Man we all could appreciate, regardless of who's your favorite.
Yeah, definitely.
But what are you guys' big predictions for Loki season 2? I mean, not season 2. Wow, I just jumped to the end. This is episode 8. Did I just? Oh, I had to make sure the time variant people were coming out for fast forwarding times like that. For the episode 2.
You go first, Lucius.
Well, I feel like that. Yeah, the what you said 4 episode 2 or like where it goes off for whatever.
Either way.
I don't know. I feel like this also has a huge big timeline like story with the multiverse, and there's what 2 movies coming out still that's also introducing that. So I feel like it leads to Spider-Man or Doctor Strange as well. That's what I say.
Steph?
I have no idea, but I do look forward to like seeing him like come across another version of himself. You know, how they're using him to like look for the version of himself that's like causing even more chaos throughout the timeline. Like I want to see that confrontation.
Do you feel like it's gonna be another like actor or actress?
I hope it's not.
For Loki?
Yeah.
No.
It can be because they're keeping it covered right now.
They are.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe it's him as like, because you know he's from that other planet from what's it called?
Where the frost giants are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. Like, what if it's that version of him, like blue?
Ooh.
Like they never really explored that.
Huh?
They never really explored that ever, so that could be interesting.
Like maybe that's the version of him that never left the planet or that world. Or maybe just got angry and went back. Like I don't know. It could be like that darker version of himself.
I like it. I like it. I'm not sure. I now that I don't know where they're going with this series.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going with this series. I'm intrigued to find out though.
You can't predict it, Ryan?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I said one thing was predictable and now I'm just the fortune teller. Jesus. I'm either the geek or the fortune. What am I today? But that's all the time that we have. We'll come back next week. You know, we'll watch episode 2 all together and we'll see exactly what actually transpires. If you like this episode and you want more like it, be sure to subscribe to the Patreon. Will come at you exactly a week from today. If you guys want to let us know how you feel about not only our opinions or Lucius's wrong opinions, be sure to comment down below. And yeah, I feel like I need to have a laid back outro to go with my laid back intro, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, check us out. My stomach is growling. Jesus.
You didn't eat?
I didn't. I should have. I was going between times. You know, it was a busy day at the time. Variant authority. All right, y'all.
I'll eat.
Yes, I'm gonna go eat it this time. I'm going to. Thanks for watching the Polaris Network on YouTube. For exclusive shows and premium content, subscribe to the Polaris Network on Patreon right now.